Hello, Leo. Welcome to your next 48 reading. This is going to be what can you expect. You guys can watch for any placements, and if it's not your story, don't take the message, okay? Let's get started, Leo. Let's see. What can Leo expect in the next 48 hours? If you guys have been struggling with sleep, I feel like you're going to find that in the next few days, something is a very soft cushion. Like it feels like something is like a nice little lullaby, lulling you to sleep. Okay, so you might find it very easy in the next few days to fall asleep and have restful sleep. Someone's backing up. I'm going to show you the card and then we're going to pause it. Okay, never mind. But we got the Six of Pentacles here for what can you expect. If I see some of y'all looking at a connection in your life, Leo, wondering what caused some kind of imbalance. It feels like there is an imbalance of power, or there is an imbalance of time or energy or generosity in a relationship in your life. And I just feel like you want to know, like, when did this happen? What caused this? How do I get something back to balance or back to fairness? 1 second. Okay, I'm back. But the Six of Pentacles, so I don't know, I feel like you're definitely like reevaluating or reassessing a connection in your life in the next few days, Leo, because maybe you've been giving more to somebody. I don't know, someone could have been giving more to another person, whether it's time, energy, effort, money, or power. Like someone's been just giving somebody their power, maybe overcompensating for somebody's lack of like attention. So I just feel like you're looking at something like, when did what we have become so ugly? Like, when was the point of contention? When did the first chip fall? Okay, so I really feel like you're definitely delving into a relationship. This could be you also delving into your past, like looking into your history, your childhood. Like, when did I first feel powerless to my situation? When did this power dynamic emerge? Like, at what age did I first start accepting this kind of treatment or this kind of behavior in my relationships? Maybe you have a pattern of attracting unavailable man or woman, or you have a pattern of attracting power dynamics in relationships that are unfulfilling and not fair, and it's not balanced. And you just want to know, like, who was the first one that was the catalyst for me? Was it Billy? Was it Judy? Was it John? You know, what was my first relationship where I noticed this happened, and how can I stop this pattern? So I feel like some of y'all are really trying to focus maybe on breaking a generational curse or breaking a pattern that is not serving you anymore in your life with this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, it could be a generational curse as well. Like maybe all the women in your family have done this, or all the men in your family have done this. They've fallen into this trap, and you told yourself as an outsider looking in, you could see it objectively, oh, that's never going to be my path. I'm never going to take that journey. And then you find yourself kind of stuck in the same loop as them, wondering how the f did I get here? Okay, so I don't know. I'm going to move my car because it's going to get noisy. So I'm so sorry for the interruptions, but they're doing construction. I'm not going to complain about the wind being the wind. I'm just going to move. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back in a different location. But yeah, Six of Pentacles. Some of y'all may be really deep in thought about this issue that's like it's a pressing issue. It's very prominent in your life. I don't know. I feel like you're changing your life you're changing your perspective on a lot of matters in your life. Some of y'all could be deep in thought, so deep in thought where you feel like you need a vacation just to process all of this information. I don't know. This could come after like a really intense therapy session with somebody. It's just got you going back to the past or back to your history. But I don't know. I feel like you're thinking about a lot of stuff. And it definitely feels like it's about balance. It's about relationships. It's about patterns. It's about breaking things, breaking curses. And changing the cycle up, having a different story. Okay, but what is this Six of Pentacles? Some of y'all could get thrown into this like way of thinking because of like your own child. If you're a Leo that has a child, if you're a mom or a dad, you know, you're looking at the way your child was brought up and how you were brought up. It's like you're looking at the generations, how your child's child is growing up, or how they will grow up to be, like what kind of thoughts they're gonna have. I don't know. It feels like maybe parenthood could be like causing you to have these thoughts for some of you, where you're wondering like what kind of morals or values or ethics do you want to instill into your child in the future, or how do you want your future life to look like, your future kids' life to look like, their kids' life or their kids' kids. You know, it feels like you're really thinking like further down the line and also way back down your lineage. Like I really feel like you're thinking light years ahead and also way back to like the Stone Age. Like I feel like you're gonna have like a bit of like an existential crisis. I'm not gonna lie, Leo. That's what it feels like. But tell me more about this Six of Pentacles for Leo in the next 48 hours. I feel like you're definitely looking at your pain. You're definitely looking at relationships. You're definitely looking at like past betrayals. Like it's like you're looking at something in the face. You're not ignoring that it's there. You're paying attention to it. Okay, but the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. I don't know, because I feel like, you know, I feel like what's also going to send you into this like way of thinking is maybe you guys feel kind of alienated, or you guys feel kind of neglected. It's almost like, Leo, you feel like nobody's paying attention to this. Like nobody's paying attention to this big thing that has a real big impact on society as a whole, or how we operate. Like it's almost like everybody's thinking in unison, and you're kind of in the crawl spaces, Leo, thinking about the gray areas, you know, beneath the cracks, you know, but between the lines. Like you're kind of reading between the lines, and you're kind of thinking about the things that nobody kind of goes to. Like their mind doesn't scratch the surface of that, and that's where you kind of are deep in thought. Like that's where you're at, like in the middle ground. Maybe everybody else thinks very black and white, and you're just thinking of like everything, like the full picture, the full perspective. And it's like, am I the only one that's having these thoughts? Am I the only one that's thinking this shit? Am I the only one that's paying attention to this? Am I the only one that thinks this shit matters? Like this shit is so vital. Why is nobody else implementing this? Why is nobody else doing this? You're gonna feel like you're like a Jedi, or you're like Neo in the Matrix. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna feel like red pill, blue pill. You're gonna feel like Morpheus. You're gonna feel like you're bending that spoon, like, and nobody else is catching on. Like I'm the black sheep amongst a bunch of followers. Like I'm the only one that's making sense. I'm the only one that's thinking amongst all of these fucking sheep. I'm the only one that's daring to think outside the box. Why is nobody else talking about this? Everybody else is entering into relationships, not even considering this. How are you actually happy? What am I doing wrong? I don't know. I feel like your mind is like mind blown. Like, I don't know, I just feel like you're going down the rabbit hole. You may have some air in your chart. Okay, for some of y'all with that Queen of Swords, the Hermit, you're thinking, like, you're not just, you know, I don't know, it's not just Alice in Wonderland, like, you're following the yellow brick road, or you're following, like, you're going down the rabbit hole, like, you're further down the rabbit hole, like, you're just further than deep, is what I feel like. So you may be having some very deep thoughts, for sure. I feel like you guys are going within, soul searching, introspecting a lot. I don't know what's got you going through that, but you know, you're thinking about this shit, the shit that matters to you. I feel like you're thinking about this friendship. I'm thinking about Maddie. I'm thinking about Linda. I'm thinking about Judith. You know, I'm thinking about everybody in my life. And this is like the fundamental, like thing, core of this relationship. I just feel like you're thinking about a lot of stuff. But what else can Leo expect in the next 48 hours? Okay, we got the Ace of Wands reversed. So this could be like a missed opportunity, a false start. Damn, and this is like being left out in the cold. This could be like a date doesn't show up, I'm not gonna lie. This could be like somebody being left out in the cold, honestly. Like having a false start with somebody, or with something here. The Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. Let me get one more about this Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles for Leo. This feels like you're going to have a false start with either a person or a thing. And the reason why it's going to be a false start is because you're questioning your value in something. Like, it's like you're questioning how much you're worth, or it's like you're kind of questioning your value in something. Like, do I value myself in this? Does this thing value me? Is this worth my time? Is this worth my effort? I feel like you're definitely like looking, I feel like core values, ethics are very important for you in the next few days, and like valuing yourself, only doing things that align with you in the next few days. You know, not doing it for the sake of this, or for the sake of materialism, for the sake of keeping up with the Joneses, for the sake of just being with somebody because you don't want to be alone. But you're really looking at like your core values and what devalues you as a person. You know, what mentalities, what people, what experiences, and what enriches your life. So I see you missing opportunities on purpose almost. Some of y'all could be feeling like something's missing in your life. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles for Leo. Next 48 hours. The Fool, something about a new beginning. I want to know what this Five of Pentacles is. Hold on. Ace of Wands reverse, Five of Pentacles. What is this Five of Pentacles here for Leo? Damn, I was like, where's that Seven of Pentacles? Definitely reevaluating or taking stock of certain things. But what's this Five of Pentacles for? You know what this feels like? I feel like you're putting your foot down, Leo. It's like you're looking at your life as a whole and you're telling yourself, like, you know what? I should stop in certain things. Like, there's certain areas of my life where I shouldn't keep going in. I should stop. Like, this is unfulfilling and I don't have to force it to be something that it's not. It's okay for me to miss this opportunity, or it's okay if I stop here. It's okay if the story ends here on a cliffhanger. It doesn't have to make sense. I feel like you're really taking stock of your life, a lot of things in your life, your work, your friendships, your family, things that you've been giving to, maybe trying to push the ticket or trying to push, and you're just like, no, I think this is enough. I think I should stop. I think I'm good here. I think I've gotten enough. I think I've learned the lesson, or I think I've gotten all I can get from this. It's a failure. Chalk it up to a bad experience, move on to the next. So there's certain things that you've been giving energy, time, effort, money, investing in, all that you've been giving all that stuff to, that you're not going to be doing anymore. Okay, it's like you're looking at like the fruits of your labor, like the fruit that something has yielded. What have I gotten for investing all this time into this thing? What have I received after having done this thing for so much? Am I satisfied with it? No? Okay, so I should stop, because I'm just it's a money pit. It's not going to pay my bills, or it's not giving me anything. It's not worth it anymore. It doesn't make sense. And then you have a blank slate, that fresh start, that new beginning. So heavy reevaluating, heavy evaluation mode. Honestly, if you got a Leo in your life, some of y'all might not make the cut. Some of y'all might get cut. Some of y'all might be, if you cross watching, some of y'all might get cut off. I'm not gonna lie, because Leo's thinking. Okay, so if you've been doing a lot of shit because you think Leo don't think, they're gonna be doing the thinking. They're gonna be doing the assessing. Whatever is not meant to be in Leo's life is not gonna be in Leo's life. Whatever is not working, whatever they've been persevering in, where it's been like a guzzler of time or energy or effort or money, they're just gonna stop cold turkey. Like, this is not good for my health. I'm quitting cigarettes. If you're a friend that bonded with Leo over cigarettes, y'all can't be friends no more. I don't know. It feels like Leo's just cutting shit out. Like, I'm just gonna stop. Dead it. That's it. No more. I don't gotta keep going to see I'm good here. I have enough. I know enough. It's a dead investment, or there's a dead end job. It's a dead end career. It's a dead end business idea. It's a dead end relationship, friendship. It's a dead end family dynamic. Leo's not giving to certain shit anymore. That's it. So you either make the cut or you don't. Some of y'all gotta start acting right. Okay, not you, Leo. This is a cross. If you cross watching for a Leo, some of y'all gotta start acting right. Okay, because Leo's not playing. Leo, something's got Leo thinking. Okay, something's got Leo thinking, because Leo has been patient, patiently waiting, patiently pruning, patiently questioning, patiently persevering. Now is the time where Leo's like, for what? Why? What did I do this for? So if you're in a connection with a Leo and they've been given to you and you ain't been there, or you ain't been given nothing back, you might not make the cut. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but that's what I got for you guys. All right, that's been your message, Leo. I hope that helps you in some way, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Very profound reading, very deep. Love it. Okay, but that's what I got. Bye, guys.